Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Manette Michelle Davis Jackson, also known as Kaya Eve, the mother of all living and the wife of Mighty God Ahaya, I am that I am. Folks, his spirit of vengeance is in the earth and he is wiping the enemy out of the earth. Let me tell you, we are seeing some horrific sights and having to go through some really dark, nasty things that the enemy has trapped us in. Truth be told, as Mighty God Ahaya told us, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, which is the government, against the powers, against those marvels and superheroes that you see on television every day using their abilities against Judah and Israel. And against the thrones and dominions. So again, the government is Satan's wall blockers that protects the rich and the dirty against the poor. So in this topic, we're going to talk about where white people came from. Truth be told, a bunch of monkeys, apes, snakes, serpents in human skins, and aliens are running the government. They running the show. White people came from the planet of the apes. That old crazy monkey Caesar. Yeah, he's down here in the pit of hell with the rest of the crazy ass apes that blew themselves up. Mighty God Ahaya and I had gone to the planet of the apes. They were having a war there. And Mighty God Ahaya and I, we went there and we did the business that we needed to do. And we brought back Michelle Obama with us, and Mighty God Ahaya converted her. These same apes, snakes, serpents, and demons are self-destructing. A code embedded into Judah and Israel, the people, that if the enemy tried to destroy the royal seed line while we were spiritually asleep, as mentioned in the seed sower parable and the wheat and tare parable in the book of Matthew 13 of the King James Version Bible, they themselves will self-destruct. All DNA intruders shut down, melt down, self-destruct in Yeshua's name. These demons, a bunch of retarded homosexuals, sexual immoral monkeys, Ahaya Mighty God I am that I am, or transforming them back into the ugly, cursed demons they are, inside out, outside in. Their insides will match their outside flesh. No more wolves in sheep clothing. You will be able to identify these demons even more so. You can see these demons, like I say, transforming before our very eyes. They like to show themselves on television, cable, on social media. They're always popping up. Don't nobody want to see they pale asses. They are the demonic gray horse and riders. They are the death, and they are the red bull, the red riders, the hunters. Ahaya Mighty God, I am that I am, or destroying all our enemies as he promised. The second coming, that when he came back, that he was not coming to set peace on earth, but to set differences, to separate Satan's seed from Eve's seed, as mentioned in Genesis 3:14 through 3:16. About the Tower of Babel curse, the apes, elephants, that Mighty God Ahaya transformed them, and also in the book of Asher, chapters 9:20 through 39. And before I get into that, I just want to let you know, again, we had an animalistic experience before we had a human experience. And this is also why you see many movies and shows, TVs, and plays where animals are talking, because that was us at one point in time. But as we have these experiences, and at the end of the experience, Mighty God Ahaya purge. He purged the bad out and keep the good. Similar to you having a laptop or a computer, and you save your data on a USB or a thumb drive. You throw away the bad and you keep the good. Well, Again, let's get into the Tower of Babel curse, where mighty God Ahia transformed those that thought to ascend to heaven to kill him. He transformed them into apes, snakes, and monkeys, like I said, as mentioned in the book of Asher. They were building against Ahia, mighty God, our El Elohi. They imagined in their hearts to war against him and to ascend into heaven. And all these people and all their families divided themselves in three parts. The first said, we will ascend into heaven and fight against him. The second said, we will ascend to heaven and place our own gods there and serve them. And the third part said, we will ascend to heaven and smite him with bows and spears. And El Elohim, mighty God, I am that I am, knew all their works and all their evil thoughts. And he saw the city and the tower which they were building. And they did so many days, and they killed many of them in this manner. And the high and mighty God I am that I am smote the three divisions that were there, and he punished them according to their works and designs. Those who said, we will ascend to heaven and serve our gods, became like apes and elephants. Those who said, we will smite the heaven with arrows, mighty God Ahia, I am that I am, kill them, one man through the hand of his neighbor. And the third division of those who said, we will ascend to heaven and fight against him, Ahia, mighty God I am that I am, he scattered them throughout the earth. Thus says Ahia, mighty God I am that I am, as mentioned in Psalms 105:15, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Again, a witness in 1 Chronicles 16:22, saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Revelation 11:3-5 says, and I, Ahia, mighty God I am that I am, will give power unto my two witnesses, who are Adam in this dimension, Idris Elba, and Eve, who is me, Minette Michelle Davis Jackson. We are also known as Moses, who is myself, and Elijah, who is Idris Elba, mighty God Ahia, I am that I am. And he says, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. And again, those days are over. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before mighty God Ahia, I am that I am of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out their mouth and devoured their enemies. And if any man would hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. And that includes those attacking us indirectly with witchcraft, sorcery, divinations, soothsaying, bewitchment, black magic, and spiritual wickedness in high places. So again, like I said, we're wrapping up the tree of good and evil. The second phase, the second coming, mighty God Ahia is purging the 1/3 that he sent into the earth as angels and transformed us into humans. He are purging the bad out, and like I said, we're becoming quickening spirits, the final phase of it. And I want to thank you for listening. In Yeshua's name, be blessed.